Sorry about that. GoPro and their batteries, huh? Nothing new to anybody out there that has a GoPro. We're aware of the battery problems we have. It's a nationwide battery problem. They you know, battery problems we got. So anyways, we are on the Dodge Dakota, the old Chrysler with the check engine light, and I drove this guy yesterday, and my son said he drove it before, and I know it misfired, but yesterday it fell on its face. Thought I was going to be walking, and I took the car to the dealer for the recall, and I didn't film it because it doesn't matter. This is a little launch I got. Did a couple of videos on it, and it's something. It's something. Nothing to brag about. Not to write home about. Tell your mother how great it is, because it's not. It spits out codes and gives you some sort of idea where to chase at. So it's always been jerking. It's always like jerked, you know what I'm saying? And yesterday it was jerking back and forth, and like you had no acceleration at all. I mean, it was like it was just barely running. One time I drove down a road, and after picking up a car, it just quit on me, just stalled, and it started back up. A little long crank, but so that's what the deal is. And I've had random misfires in here before, and I'm still dealing with the what am I trying to say? The no speedometer, but see, I keep coming in here and getting this guy. Now this has been replaced already. This crank position sensor, it's been replaced. Now I got an EGR load and the crank position again stored. And of course my speed thing's still an issue, but it doesn't show a misfire. That's what confuses me. But an EGR valve, and this one does have an EGR valve, but it's weird that I think this is the EGR valve engine, if I remember right. I think that's the question when we put this engine in before. Did it have an EGR valve or not? I think it's way back in that corner over there. That tube runs down to it. I think I got a gasket. I got a gasket someplace place for it. Weird. It's like way down there. That tube ran right there, runs to it. But so these are the original coils that came with this engine, and my boy wanted me to swap them out to some other ones that it came with that was in the other engine that was rebuilt. And here's the coils that we got, and it seems like after a day of rain, because the day before that we got tons of rain, and this was down the back that it started messing up, bucking and acting all goofy. So, and I got, because I don't know the history on this vehicle and what it acts like, but it's not setting a code as a throttle position sensor, because it really affects and what position your throttle's in. Most of the time when it starts jerking and bucking, you know, I can play with the throttle in different positions slowly and very slowly, and then it kind of acts out right. So, you know, not to throw parts at it, but throw parts at it, is I'm going to swap the coils out and put some dielectric stuff on the connection at the bottom, and swap out the throttle resistance sensor, and then go from there. I know that I've already replaced that crankshaft sensor. I mean, because that guy is way down here on this side of the engine, down in there, and I've replaced that. She hides way up in there. It's hard to see it, that side of the manifold. And then, you know, you also got the other sensor down there. So, you know, and when, like I said, when I had this engine apart, putting it together, I made sure all those sensor positions, make sure that they were where I could take and, you know, pull them out. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that I could get them out of there at another later time. So, with no further ado, we are going to pull these coils out and shove them back in on the new ones, and swap out that throttle position sensor, mainly because this was a used engine and I don't know any history on it other than the history that I'm making right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know that somebody might be out there that watches this and says you're just throwing parts at it, and kind of throwing yours. But this sensor comes with a 3-year warranty, so it's a standard. It's a standard part. And I don't know, they must sell a lot of them because it fits the 3.7s and the 4.7s. So. And like I said, the dealer wanted $186 for it, and they had them in stock. So that really makes a what? Something it would have in stock must have a lot of problems, especially for a dealer. All right, well, I'm gonna start taking things apart and swap out the coils because, like I said, they need to be swapped out so we can go from there. All right, I'll bring you back. Sorry about the view, but as my batteries are charging on the camcorder, my option is to use the GoPro and I haven't spent the time to put it on that camera over there. Plus you guys get the real good shoot. I got that other mount though I could use, couldn't I? That little clamp on thing. Maybe maybe I can just something, spit it out, will ya? Should get a little ratchet, shouldn't I, huh? Everybody makes a little cordless ratchets now. Let me see this. See anything? See anything up with that guy? I don't see anything. I really don't think there's anything wrong with these guys here, but like I said, we need to attempt to get rid of that misfire, because it sure jerks you when it does it. I put that all a little bit around that O-ring there, so it keeps the moisture out of there, if I have them. If I have a moisture issue, I don't know what I got. All I know is that it does tend to misfire more when it just seems like it rains. I don't know what the D stands for. Anybody know what the D stands for? Must be the coils. This truck came out of the bottom of part of the state. Alright. I'm gonna I don't know how to fast forward the camera. If I could find the extension to my my tools, I could use my little driver, but I'm missing all my 1/4 inch extensions. This is gonna take a long time, ain't it? Huh? Alright, so yesterday evening wind really picked up, pushed in a lot of clouds into the area, and it seems like it might even do that again today. I like the wind, except for until it gets to that really dangerous state where stuff's flying, you know. Yeah, all right. Finally remove the rest of the air box out of the way. Finally. Always a shortcut. Yeah? Always a shortcut. Take a little bit apart as I go along. Yeah, well, right here I can take and get that nut driver thing and get the rest of these coils out. So I'm gonna walk away. I'm up underneath the shade tree. And